Hello, everyone. Hello. It's a TXT day, huh? No, actually, okay, this is funny. This was on my suggested page on YouTube, but this is a playlist. It's labeled K-pop best songs playlist. So we're really gonna see this person's opinion. We'll see if it really is the best, huh? So the first song that was playing when I was setting up stream was On by BTS, and then the one before this was Brought the Heat Back by Enhypen. So I mean, this first one okay, but second one I don't know. We'll see how it goes throughout this whole playlist. I can kind of see all the songs are labeled on how you can timestamp things on YouTube now. Some of them I think I kind of agree, but I don't know, not completely. But we'll see. I haven't looked through the whole thing, but hello, welcome everybody. How are you guys doing? I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of sick. I'm not feeling so great today. But you know what? I wanted to work on my ref, so I'm gonna finish it even if it kills me. So is it safe to check in? Yes. Okay, I had to check for a little bit. Yes, it's safe to check in, guys. But yeah, I am slightly not feeling well because it's my acid reflux again. It's always my acid reflux. I had it last night and it cleared up a little bit, and then I ate something again and I started getting acid reflux. So I'm just like, oh god, what's wrong? What's happening with me? I think I know what it is. Have you guys ever you guys know what durian is? It's like that fruit. It's really good. It's a really polarizing fruit. So some people really hate it, some people really like it. I really like it, but apparently I can't eat too much of it because it acts up my acid reflux. So I'm low key dying, but we're okay. I think we're okay. 69. Nice. Nice. I feel like you have I feel like 69, you probably hit 69 a while ago, not gonna lie. Never had it, but I've heard it smells awful. No, okay, so that's what some people believe, right? But I feel like it really depends on the person because I love the smell of durian. It's so sweet and it is strong, but it's not nasty. Some people are like, oh my god, it's so gross. It smells like gasoline, and I'm like, no, it smells so sweet. It's a sweet smell, and the flesh itself is very soft and creamy. It's great. Durian is great, but again, it's not for the faint of heart. You're the person I've ever heard say that. I get that a lot. I love durian. Oh my god. But I can't eat it too much apparently. I love tropical fruit. Have you ever guys durian's one of them. Jackfruit's another spiky fruit. It's not as deadly as durian and it's not as polarizing. I think jackfruit is more well liked because it doesn't stink, quote unquote. I say that in quotes because I don't believe it stinks. I think it smells delicious. I every time I buy a durian, I engulf that shit. I'm just take a big deep breath, just oh. It's so good. Also, it's kind of a luxury thing too, because durian is expensive, especially here in the U.S., because we have to import it via Asia and stuff like that. So it's a luxury item. So every time I get it, I'm just no waste. Take it all in. Smell that shit. Smell it while you can. Eat all of it. But yeah, it turns out it makes me sick, so can't eat too much, which makes me sad. But anyway. We're gonna work. We're working, even if it kills me. We don't have that much really left, honestly. Depending on how I feel, we might end stream early after I finish this because I don't know how well. I actually was contemplating not streaming today, but it was way too late. It was I don't know what 2:50, and I was I don't know if I really want to stream, but I was I want to work, and I'm not that sick. It's not I'm vomiting, coughing up blood or anything like that. So I was we work. It's fine. I think we're good to go. So yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. I hope you guys are doing better than I am. Generally. I think I'll be alright. I wouldn't push myself if I was literally dying. But also, there is something in me that's sort of limit testing a little bit. I'm kind of let's see how well I can do. How bad would I have to feel to actually not stream? That's how I'm kind of thinking of. Do not do as I say. Do not. What is the term? Oh God, my brain. Yeah, don't do as I do. Do as I say, not as I do. You know. Also, thank you for the head pat. I really need it. Oh, this song's good. Wait, Guilty is on here? I mean, okay. So far, I don't know. How are we thinking about the playlist, guys? Is it the best K-pop songs? I don't know. So far, so good. Actually, it also depends on when this playlist was made. So let me see this. This was made 7 months ago. So I don't know. There may be some missing contenders on here. Oh, speaking of K-pop, I submitted my audition yesterday, and oh, I'm so nervous. I'm like genuinely so nervous. Like I said, it like anything. If I don't get it, then I don't get it, right? But if I do go through the audition process or like pass, that's pretty good, right? But I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Cause I didn't think like I could really be a K-pop star until this opportunity came up to me. I never thought about it, but now I'm like all in it. I'm like, oh my god, imagine me, your next virtual idol. That's crazy. But we'll see. There's been a lot of drama in the virtual idol industry lately. So there's this band, right? It's called they're like kind of new. They're like fairly new. They're called Aeonit, I think. Aeonit. They're a virtual idol group, and they haven't really been around for that long. But recently there was news of their disbandment, so all the fans are like really sad that they're going, but they understand. And then they just came out with teasers for their final comeback. I think is what you would call it, and it's literally a copy of Play's last comeback or their album Caligo Part One, and everyone's I don't know. There are some people so divided on it. They're like, oh, just let them have their fun. It's like it's their last hurrah. You know, don't like no one say anything. But it's like they're blatantly copying. And I don't know much about A in it, but apparently, like, it wouldn't be so bad if they were copying a concept, right? Because concepts are sort of vague, but it's the fact that they also said not so nice things about Plave. So it's like, how could you copy them while also, like, talking bad about them? So, yeah, tons of drama around that. It's weird. It's a weird situation, but like just because it's your like last comeback doesn't mean that this gives you the right to sort of like copy. It's not right, but anyway. I know, now I'm so nervous. Mitsuki has not auditioned yet, I don't think. Today's like the last day, yeah. So I'm kinda like, girl, I hope you got your song in, I swear to God. I am a little nervous because I did like fill in the Google form previously, but I didn't fill it up to the point where I had to submit a video, right? But when I went to submit the video, I didn't check the information that I had put on before. So now I'm like, oh shit, I hope I did it all right because I did not check before submitting when I should have. So I'm a little anxious about that, but I'm pretty sure like there's not much to really fill out. What layer am I doing? Okay, I guess we did the gray. This should be easy coloring. There's not as much color variation as the other sides because it's mostly just red. So let's just take it easy. Let's not stress too much because I can't handle it right now. Very mellow today. Oh, this is also a good one. Okay. All of these are like fairly new, except for what, like On by BTS. That's actually kind of old. But everything else has been somewhat new. I think if I had to create like a K-pop playlist, I would not know what to do. Like I don't know that many groups as much. I don't think there would be much diversity. You would just have my playlist would just be Plave, Big Bang, GOT7 maybe like a few like some that I've heard of. God, I was just reminded. I just listened to "Very Nice" by 17, and I was like, "Damn, that's such a good song. That's such a great song. I can't believe I forgot that it existed. I love it so much. I don't know anything about 17. The only member that I really know is the 8, and the only reason why I know who the 8 is because he is like Bam Bam's doppelganger. Have you guys ever seen a picture of them together? They look exactly the same, which is crazy. So that's the only reason. That's my only. He's my 17 bias because that's the only guy that I know. My players would be complete and total whiplash. Yeah, there would be like so. Yeah, like I think I would just have too many styles on my playlist because I just or like no variety at all. It's like either one or the other. Ramen, thank you for checking in. Hello. Yes, they do. Wait, yes. Hold up. Yes, they do. The 8 and Bam Bam look exactly alike. What the fuck? Wait, no, I'm not crazy. Hold on. Yes, they do. Oh my god, there are some pictures where they look exactly the same. Come on. Wait. Oh my god, they kind of hold up. Look at. I mean, slightly. Okay, maybe not completely. Okay, I will say that maybe not completely, but they could look like brothers, or like fraternal twins. They look similar. I swear to God, there's some pictures where they look exactly alike. This is the stupid Songhwan Mingi conversation all over again. Maybe I'm just face blind. I don't know. They look alike. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm already dying because I'm sick today, and now I'm like, now my world is crashing down. now my perception of like, of me being able to recognize faces is like, oh, look at this. All right, this is off topic. Hold up. I need to show this. Hold on. New file. This. Look at this picture. Look at them. They look alike. They almost look alike. Look at that. Come on. Come on, look at them. They look alike. Can mean like, okay, I can tell who's who. This is Bam Bam. This is the 8. But still, look at them. They don't look that. Come on, I'm not that crazy. I know it's an old photo. Okay, fine. Here. Where is? Did I close that tab? No. Here, look at this. Also, oh, hold on. Let me. There we go. Evidence part 2. Evidence 2. Welcome to my TED Talk. Look at them. They look at their faces. Okay, Bam Bam has like a slimmer face. But look like that. Come on. I bet if I like hold on a second. Color layer. Where the fuck is the color layer? Color. If I like switched up if I made both their hairs black, you could not tell who's who. Let me see. Will this work? Oh, that didn't work as well as I thought it would. Okay, whatever. Hold on. Wait. They look alike. So this is not a good image. They look so alike. Come on. I just realized he has pink hair here, and then he has pink hair here too. Okay. They look alike. Okay, I don't need that anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna need more than just pixels. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Okay, maybe not anymore. Maybe something happened in between like 17's like hiatus a little bit. Not even a hiatus, but I swear to God, maybe my 12-year-old brain could not determine faces or something. I swear to God. Oh my God. Okay, maybe I just have issues. Maybe I just have problems. We also need to schedule, a playthrough, a Genshin playthrough, because I need to do some exploration, because I have no Primo Gems. We need to go explore Mondstadt or something, or like wherever in Mondstadt to get 100% on my world, because I need them Primo Gems. I spent all of it trying to get Aoife, and I still don't have Aoife, and Flynn's is coming soon, so I need them Primo Gems. I need them gambling money. So we should schedule that. Yeah. I was like, oh, let's be mellow today because I'm sick. My acid reflux is killing me today. But we're fine. I like threw that right out of the window. I'm like, fuck it. I can't help it. I limit time, so it's gotta be this week. Okay, this week. Oh, how about tomorrow? Let's do tomorrow. Are you free tomorrow? We're playing this like live. Everyone's gonna know my plans. No secrecy. Anyway, yeah, I'm free tomorrow if you're down. Also, thank you for the bit. We will miss you, Kingdom. But we'll see you in the VOD, I guess. We'll see you on YouTube, I guess. You have an appointment tomorrow. Okay, how about I don't know. How about you tell me your schedule and, Saturday? I can do Saturday, sure. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do that. What color am I on? You guys are distracting me. Okay, Saturday. Got it. Okay, I'll put that in my Google Calendar. I'm kidding. I don't use Google Calendar. Does anybody? Yeah, I don't use Google Calendar for shit, but that's always like something that people say. It's like, oh yeah, I'll put that in my Google Calendar. And I'm like, that sounds professional. I will also say that. But deep down, I don't use it. I'm not gonna stream it, but do you guys want me to stream us playing Genshin? Is that what I'm hearing? I wasn't personally going to stream it cause yes, but sure. If the fans want it, I'll do it. What am I doing? Good question. I think I did basically every color because again, we work light to dark. Okay, we can do all the darker bits now. Yay. I was literally just like gonna explore. Wait, what's Saturday? I'm trying to think of what domains are open on Saturday because I do need some talent material, a talent ascension material. And I can't remember what day. I think it's Sunday. I think Sunday is when all of them are open, right? So it's like yeah. Why does this sound familiar? Oh, no wonder it's ATs. I was like, this sounds familiar. Just do whatever. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna stream it just because we're just running around. I don't know. I'm like, I just need primo gems and might as well just explore. Just walk around and explore. Whoops, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. No wonder. Okay, that's the wrong color. Jesus Christ. I'm everywhere today. Yeah, we need to do, we're gonna color this and we're gonna add highlights to the rest because that's the last thing I really need to do for this. If I feel good, then we'll do like, I need to do the apple pin or a close up of his apple pin on a different file. So we'll do that too, but we'll see how far I get. You know, if I die during stream, then obviously I can't do it. So we'll see how I feel. Time to conquer all of Teyvat. I know. Well, what if we explore Fontaine? Because I did accidentally enter Fontaine. Which okay. We were having that conversation last stream, right? Where we were like, oh, the 5-star outfit for Elon is not available, and you're right, it's not. Then why the fuck would they tease it with the fucking event? Anyway, I did it and I have rewards. Whatever. I had fun. That's all that matters. That's all that fucking matters. But also, I did enter Fontaine unnecessarily, but again, not my fault. Not my fucking fault. Can I ask you guys? Okay, so Zenless people, do you guys are any of you really upset about the new agents that are appearing? Because apparently there's a lot of discourse about Minato being an A rank, and people are upset that he is an A rank. It should have been an S rank. Personally, I think even though he is an A rank, I still love him. Like I use a lot of A ranks in general. Like Corin and Anton are like my I just lagged. My brain was lagging. You know, I love him very much, so I don't really mind. Also, personally, just aesthetically, he doesn't look like an S rank. I feel like S ranks have a lot more flair, you know? Like, you can tell when a character is going to be an S rank, but there's discourse. People are like, well, he was teased a lot and he's present in, like, a lot of versions of the game, so he should have been A or S rank. But I'm like, really? I don't know. Like, I think him being an A rank doesn't really compete with anything. I don't know. I'm not surprised in S rank at all. I know. I can't finish the photo of him because the last two are locked behind quests. Oh, really? That's annoying. Yeah, I'm not surprised he's not an S rank either, but for some reason people are like very upset. I mean, I feel like he could still be an A rank, yeah. Honestly, like whenever there's like A rank versus S rank, I don't really see a difference. And sometimes I'm surprised when an S or an A rank character is A rank, or when I find that out, because it's like it feels like they should be S rank, but they're not. I think it's just how you utilize them. So what does it really matter? I think I don't know. There is an upset that they're like, "Hey, he's in A rank. You should be able to get him easier," and it's like that's not true. Which is true because I'm literally struggling with Aoife, who's a 4-star, right? He's not even like a 5-star character, so that doesn't, yeah, just because he's an A rank, that doesn't necessarily mean that you will get him. I think there's just like a ton of Minato fans that just really, I don't know, who want to put him on a pedestal, but it's like not necessary. I don't know. I love him no matter what. I'm gonna roll for him no matter what. So I know his model doesn't look great, but I love him. Period. So I don't know. I still want him. I still want him. Angel Delusions, here I come. I know Yidhara. I do love Yidhara, and they really slayed with her animations because she wields this hammer, and she does slip into like a she uses that hammer as like as a dancing pole, which slay queen slay. But the animations are very good, and I like her design. I like her more than Lucia. Lucia just fucking it feels boring to me. I was gonna mention this about the Oval Squad too, but like because like Orpheum, Magus, and Seed like are their designs are just so much more. I don't know. I feel like their designs are more flashy, so they kind of stand out in the Oval Squad. So like Trigger and Soldier 11 look really boring to me. Does anyone else feel that way too? Like I look at them in a group and I'm like, oh. I thought Yidhara is Angels of Delusion because Lucia is Spook Shack. I thought she's the first. I thought she was. Huh. I don't know. That's a good question, but I thought she was Angels of Delusion. She has like that white aesthetic, so like. But then again, but I don't know what they're doing honestly, because they're actually Lucia and Yidhari were going to be different characters. There was leaks of like a nun sort of character coming out, but they completely changed the concept of it, so they're like different now. So I don't know what direction they're going to do. Like clearly they don't follow leaks or they don't follow concepts to a T, so it's interesting. I don't know if they're going to continue with that. I don't know. That's what I know that the Angels of Delusion have like a sort of set color palette, set design and stuff like that, but yeah, it doesn't look like they really they don't necessarily have to follow it, so I'm just kind of curious, but who knows? I don't really know, but either way, I'm excited. You know what I'm really stuck on in Zenless? So I'm trying to unlock all of their skills, right? So right now I was trying to do Lycon skills. I was trying to up their like fully level up his I can't remember what it was. It's probably like his E or something, but I don't have that thing that unlocks it to like level 12 or whatever it is. It's like that device. It's blue, white. I don't remember the name clearly, but I'm like, all right, how do I get this thing? I just had some on stock apparently, but I never used them until now. And now I don't have any. And they're like, "Oh, you can get it through events or whatever." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I can't do these events because I'm not updated on the story." And I'm so annoyed. I do not have links uploaded in chat. You guys can send it into the Discord just because I don't like it when bots come in or like people come in and be like, "Hey, hey, here's my portfolio. Let me make stream assets for you." And I'm like, "Bitch, I make my own stream assets. Go away." But yeah. I know. I've seen the designs and I'm really excited for them to come out, but I don't know if they're fully gonna follow it. But anyway, anyway. Yeah, people are upset. People are like, we're skipping Lucia and Idari. They're not up to par. And I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna use them, but I just kind of want them like as like, to not to brag or anything, but as like a collector. I act like it's a collector kind of thing. Because deep down, I know that I'm not going to use them. The only people that I really use is, again, Hugo, Lycone, and Lighter when he appears. But he's not going to come back for a long time. Gotta catch them all kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, not at the cost of money, but, I'll try my best kind of thing. I think, like, after, 3 years of playing the game, that's when I'll start, fully be able to collect them without, without thinking, or for the, just to collect them kind of thing. But for now, it's like I don't really have the funds, so I just want the characters that I want. Until Lighter really appears again, that's when I'll not save money, I guess. Sent. Wait, what are we talking about in the Discord? Hold on. Let me get this. Let me see this. Yeah, bubba. Oh, she is Spook Shack. What the fuck? There's 5 Spook Shack members? That's kind of crazy. The Angels of Illusion are so cute. God. I actually don't really dig the robot character, but I'm happy that we actually have, robot-looking female characters, because it always bothered me that Shingy looks so human, while Billy looks like a robot. So I'm glad we're having that. And I was so excited for Seed to also be a robot, like this big tanky robot, but apparently that's Seed Senior, and Seed Junior is this cute little girl, and I'm like, alright, a little bit of a missed opportunity. Oh god, I'm dying. Oh god, all my controls are dying. Stop. Okay. I keep spamming buttons on my macro pad again. Oh yeah, there is concept of her turning to human. You're right. I think I have seen that. Aw, see? So that defeats the entire purpose of what I just said. I thought I was just saying how it was cool that we have an actual robot character that's female. But they're like, no. She's human. Supposedly, I don't know. I don't think I remember the entire information from this TikTok, but apparently, some of the robots from the old world have human forms. So there was theories that Billy does have one, because Chingy also, has that. But Chingy is made of a very specific material, right? It's like porcelain or something that sounds adjacent to porcelain. So it's interesting. I want her because she's a robot. Yeah, see, she's cool. I don't know. I mean, could MiHoYo be dirty and be like, "Hey, if you want the robot, we'll give you the robot form, but there's a skin of her in human form that you have to pay money for." I wonder if they'll pull that. We'll see. I don't know. They could be like, "Hey, you wanna see her as a human? Pay money." They could do that. They could be dirty about it. But honestly, I'd prefer that because, again, I think the diversity of having robot characters is better than having all human characters. Yeah, and also earlier, there was... Chat was talking about how there's not a lot of S-rank male characters, and I agree. I don't know. There's always the excuse husband characters don't really sell well, but it's a lie. They're cowards. They're just using that as an excuse to not put sexy men into the game, and I'm upset. I'm angry. I want. Please make it skin so I can ignore it. Yeah. I'm not too attached to her robot design, but I do like the fact that there's diversity. I will say that, I mean, technically, Orphe and Magus are also robot, but Magus doesn't particularly count. No, wait. Yeah, Magus is the robot, right? Her tail, which I'm really I'm really curious to how that works. How she has a sentient tail, and does that make her more android than anything? I don't know. I'm curious. Magus is the tail. I see. Lycone, Harumasa, Lighter, Hugo. Damn, that's so... Wait, yeah, wow, that's crazy. That's only 4... I think in total, there's only, 11 guys in the whole game, right? So that's sad on its own. There's 11 guys and I don't know, 30 female characters, and I'm okay. I don't mind. I'm not picky about that. I'm not solely husbando, obviously. I have Jufufu on my team. I love Jufufu. She's very cute. But it's Come on, male fan service, please. I would so. I've seen you do it, Mihoyo. You've done it before. Why won't you do it again? I don't understand. I don't know. I feel like so. You guys remember Heartsteel, right? Heartsteel is a band created from League Champions. Oh god, my voice just cracked. League Champions. But the reason why that we haven't had a Heartsteel comeback is because the audience apparently like it doesn't bring in the audience that League wants. It's because League's primary audience is like guys, right? But Heartsteel only is very geared towards like a female audience. So that's why we haven't really had a comeback for them. But I thought, I understand that, right? Like, because there's evidence of like, yes, the most people who play League are guys, right? But I thought like Mihoyo games are more diverse, you know? Like I don't see like one over the other. So it's like, why? Why are they pulling this? Why is there no diversity? Please, I want more male characters. Also, like because we're in epilogue, right? And Vivian is like literally waiting for us to talk to her. Every time I enter the game, she jump scares me because she's always like, "I've been waiting for you for quite some time," and I'm like, and I always forget. Yeah, and even like Genshin, who's been so around for so long, like you can argue like, oh, Genshin has more male characters, but it's like, yeah, that's because they've been around long enough. But if you really look at like the amount of characters or playable characters within each region, there's like what 20 for each, and like only like 7 of them, or like even 5 of them, are male, and it's like why? Oh, Shwazy, welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you for subbing again. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Kitchen has more male characters, but it's not near enough. Exactly. For a game that's been around so long. It's like, yes, you could argue that they have more male characters, but if you really look at it, it's like, it's not a lot, honestly. Oh, yeah, that's right. Kinich is the only 5-star in Natland. That's right. I forgot about that. I kind of regret not rolling for Kinich. I don't think I liked his kit very much, so I was like, oh, I don't really like him. But I love his design, so I feel like I should have just like sucked it up and been like, I'll learn it. Like I'll just spend the time to learn it, because I just love Kinich so cool. Like such a cool concept where it's like the pixel design mixed with like an Aztec kind of theming. It's very cool. Some people hate it. They're like, oh, it's too modern. But I'm like, come on, that's so creative. It's so good, but damn. I was like, his kit, gross. Swear at least had Alha. I can't say his fucking name, but I love that character too. I think all Natlan characters are really cool design wise. I really like them. Not Sumeru. Wait, did I say Natlan? Natlan too, but Sumeru too. I love all the Sumeru characters. Speaking of games, did you guys hear? So Gamescom was just released, and there was like a bunch of Genshin stuff revealed. I think Flynn's trailer was revealed at Gamescom, but also Gamescom awarded Lads as the #1 mobile game of the year, and I'm so happy. I'm so proud of Lads. Lads players unite. And also, they gave us free currency because of that. They were like, hell yeah, thank you guys for voting. Here's 10 polls. And I'm like, hell yeah, yes! You're welcome. I didn't vote, but you're welcome, Infold. Sarah's story was really good. I need to play. I'm so excited. Technically, I could play Sumeru right now, but alas. Alas, I will be good. I will be good. I was asking Mitsuki about Inazuma because I was like, how do I even get to Inazuma if it's literally like if it's literally like a ocean locked island? Like how do I get there? And she was like, boat. And I was like, oh, okay. was like, do I get to ride on this boat? She was like, no, I think they say you go on a boat, but you literally just teleport there. Like, there's not much of a journey. I'm like, what? I want Aether on boat. It is forbidden to skip. Yes, I know, guys. I know it's forbidden to skip. Every time I do it, it's by accident, by the way. I'm not actively trying to do it. Like, some of like, I don't know why people are like, Masa, why do you keep doing this? It's like, it's not my fault. They teleport. God damn it. I wanted to ride on a boat, man. I'm so excited for Inazuma, though, because that's the only time where I'll actually be able to, like, pronounce their names correctly. Oh, what is the song called? Because I've seen the dance challenge for this, but I've never actually listened to this. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, it's Rise. Damn, Rise has actually a lot of good songs. Maybe we should start listening to Rise. Up to my app is freezing like crazy. Yeah, the Twitch app is kind of sucky when it comes to that. I feel like every time I open the Twitch app to do something, it's always like, oh, we gotta update. And I'm like, I just updated you like yesterday. They're like, we gotta do it again. It's sucky. It's very sucky. You can now crash into the side bank with a boat. Can I be honest and say that maybe Twitch isn't the best streaming service? Can you imagine I say that and then all of a sudden my stream goes down? I get banned. I get blocked. But I feel like even like quality wise, I feel like YouTube is like kind of better. But for like trying to get out there, Twitch is sort of the best. So that's why we're here. But I will recognize that some like UI wise not the best, or like system wise maybe not the best. Because I also lag. I also lag when I'm watching streams, and I have no idea why. It's like, it's not even, it's like, it's neither my fault nor the streamer's fault. It's just Twitch's fault. How dare you be right? I know. I'm gonna get shot. They're gonna shot me. They're gonna shot me. They're gonna shoot me. Each side has its pros and cons. That's true. That is very true. Like most things, everything has its pros and cons. But for a system or for a website that's like all about streaming, it really doesn't do a good job at doing that, which is kind of funny. Not really, because then like people can't watch me. So like partially funny, but not really. Boy, highlighting's gonna be great. I love highlighting so much. Highlighting is fun. Like the product is nice, the end product is nice, but like I'm basically painting, so it's like kind of a little bit of work, but whatever. When I was a beginner artist, the only thing my highlighting was just basically taking like a white gel pen and just going across everything, which made my art look like really glossy. But I look back at it and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, is my art plastic? What is this? Are all my characters and OCs made out of plastic? What is happening here? Masa found in a ditch at 4 a.m. with a sign saying elbows on it after slandering Twitch. Womp womp. Just like womp womp written on my, I don't know, written on the ground in blood or something, in my own blood. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've actually never streamed on YouTube. I actually can't imagine like the people who stream multi-platform. That takes like a lot. That's a lot of system. Back hope Twitch starts breaking. I mean, it's just Twitch. Then okay, cool. We were just talking about that. That reminds me. Yesterday, I remembered that there's this new anime that came out. It's called Let's Go Karaoke, and it's about this middle schooler. His name is Satomi, and he gets approached. He's the leader of his choir group, and he gets approached by a Yakuza member who's like, hey, my boss holds a karaoke contest, and if I lose the karaoke contest, I get a really bad tattoo from him. Please help me sing. And it's not a BL, at least not until the sequel, because there's obviously a huge age gap. Like, Satomi's in middle school, and like the Yakuza, his name is Kyoji, is like 40 years old. So it's not a BL, but it's very sweet. They're, very platonic. But I'm like caught up on the entire thing. Like the original manga, Let's Go Karaoke, and then the next one, the sequel, which is called Let's Go to a Family Restaurant. I caught up and I'm like, damn, I need to know. I need to know because the relationship still isn't clear, but he just confessed to his friends that he's like, yeah, I like this guy. I was really unsure about how I felt him, but I like him. And I'm like, I need to know him, but the next volume won't be till October. And I'm crying. I want to know. I need to know. The sequel takes place when Satomi is in college, so like slightly better. So yeah, but anyway, is anyone else dying? There's so many manga. I'm just waiting to be updated. But I'm proud of myself. Usually, I'm not really good about keeping up with like updates and stuff, especially with anime. A lot of times, I can't watch anime when it's coming out because I just get lazy and I get impatient waiting. So I just like I'll just wait till it all comes out and then I'll binge watch the entire thing. So that's where I am right now. But for some reason, for manga, I'm willing to wait. I don't know. I'll have like a million tabs of like manga just being like, is this updated? Oh yeah, I forgot I'm reading this. Is this updated yet? Which, by the way, Toleiban Hanoko-kun is in such a good place right now. There's like this twist, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so interesting. I need to know more. Sounds like my struggle with my favorite manga was doing a 3-month update. Damn, 3 months! Jesus Christ. I mean, that shit's hard. Like, being a manga artist is really hard. But damn, does it suck to wait. Does it suck to wait. Me actually waiting for a webtoon update today. It hasn't updated yet. At least, okay, I'm glad that nowadays, like, they give you, like, a date, right? Which is nice. Because I feel like back in the day, it was kind of like you just, like, you kind of had to wait, and if it comes out, it comes out. It's like, oh, it updated, cool, kind of thing. At least this one gave me like an exact date, but for like Toleiban Hanoko-kun, I just know that it comes out like the beginning of every month. So I just have to wait for the beginning of every month, essentially. Okay, I think that's all the colors done. Hell yeah, look at that. Them flat colors. Ugh, gross, bot. Goodbye. I just forgot a few months. I'm like, oh yeah, is this? Yeah, basically. It's awful, but you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. Okay, all my stuff is grouped. That's great. Look at this. All right, so we did finish all the highlighting on this one, so we don't have to do anything. Look at it done. Look at it. Beautiful. Although I don't know how I feel about his eyes not having pupils, but it's so small anyway. Wow, he looks good. Anyway, yay, now we highlight the next ones. Yay. This is going to take up a little more brain power. Where do I even start, honestly? I don't even know where I start, usually. I think we should do the big areas, like his jacket and his pants and stuff. At least that'll be easy for me, and I can get a big area done, and then erase the tiny details. If that makes sense. This morning I had a dream that I was back in school, and I was taking a test, but my phone kept going off for some reason, like my alarm kept going off. No matter what, and the teacher was starting to get upset at me, and no matter how much like I shut my phone off to reset it, it would just keep going and keep on ringing. And then I realized that that was my alarm, and I was hearing it in my dream, and that's why it was that's why I could, no matter how much in my dream I tried to turn it off or hide it, it could never turn off. because it was in real life. Who is Caden? Isn't Caden like that is a cool name, but I feel like it's cool yet basic. I don't know. Like it's cool. It's so cool that everyone uses it, so therefore it becomes basic. Naming characters is hard. Like you always have to like find like a vibe, you know? That's like everyone naming their kid like Brittany or something, or it's like because it's cool. It's so cool. Like everyone thinks it's so cool. Because of that, everyone names their kid, Brittany. It's like I don't know. I feel like there's so many characters named. I don't know. What's a really good one? Are you guys talking about like an actual Caden? Because I have no idea who you guys are talking about. Or are we just like vaguely being like all Cadens are super attractive? Because all that's also valid. Yeah, I have areas where I like cannot keep up with names. There were some Haikyuu characters that I legitimately cannot like tell the difference between. Cause I swear to God, they're like I think there's there was like this one character from Dateko or whatever, and he fucking looks like one of like the setter from was the owl group Fuguro Odani or whatever, and I'm like, hang on, I thought you were on the other team. Hang on a second. Wait. Katie is a character in the webtoon. Ah, I see, I see. Are you blessing my eyes? I'm ready for it. Bless me with it. That's so funny. Yeah, today is not a TXT day, but it is a quote unquote best K-pop. So we'll see that. Wait, if Big Bang is not on here, then this playlist is a fucking fraud. This playlist is a fraud. If like Gundam Style or like something from Psy isn't on here either, fraud. This playlist is a fraud. Ooh, that's actually. I feel like that's a little too harsh. Hold on, I want to like have like a subtle gradient, but I can't. Guys, I don't know what you're talking about. Chat, I don't. The only webtoon that I've only read recently was this one. It was called. It was a BL. I actually can't remember what it was called anymore, but it was kind of wholesome. But it's an old one. It got recommended to me on Instagram because there's like, oh, it's a couple that grows old together, and I'm like, oh, that's really cute. But then like the first chapters were really good, and then it got really boring afterwards, and I was low key a little disappointed. You know what bothers me about webtoons? They have this feature that where fans can translate some of the webtoons, and I'm like, I don't know if that's like the most accurate thing. And also, it's like if you're like a big company, right? So why not just pay translators so that at least you can have official ones that people can actually rely on? Because I swear to God, sometimes when you read fan translations, it's like the most suckiest grammar English, and I'm like, really, bro, this isn't a translation. I'm just having. It's like my brain is working twice as hard. My brain's working even harder than when it was in the original language. So that's what bothers me about Webtoon, but otherwise, but also like there is a bit of a paywall, but I can't speak about that. I literally like buy chapters on Lezen because I'm like, oh my god, I want to read. Ooh, I feel like that's not pretty. Yeah, I don't really read webtoons anymore. I don't know. I feel like it's because I accidentally like pirate them by accident. I'll read something and I'll be like, hey, that's pretty good. Like, oh, that's really good. And then at the bottom it's like from webtoon, and I'm like, oh, oops, I didn't realize this was a webtoon. God, there is this new music video that I need to go watch afterwards. I keep being reminded afterwards. I don't even know the band. I think they're called Wild Wild. I'm pretty sure it's K-pop, but I'm not gonna lie. I think the only reason why I want to watch it is not because of the music, but it's because the music video is just very spicy, and I'm like, no fucking way. No fucking way is this spicy, and I'm like, and so I need to go see it for myself. You know. This one's free on the webtoon map. Oh, that's good. I miss tapas. I need to catch up on my tapas. I feel like that's where most of like the content that I really enjoyed was on there, because tapas is more of like an indie platform. I feel like it's more for like artists to just come on and post webtoons or post comics if they wanted to, right? And I miss it so much. I think I got really the last time I read it was like in middle school, and I think I got really busy with school and stuff, and I just had forgotten that. Oh, that's right. I need to reread all my updated chapters on tapas, and now like 10 years after that, I'm still like, oh yeah, I need to go back and read them. Oops, whoops. Yeah, I accidentally do that as well. It's like genuinely an accident. I'm like serious. I'm serious. I don't mean to, because if I could obviously like support the artist, I would. But I just accidentally do it because it is generally easier. But I feel really bad. I generally feel really bad. For some reason, when I pirate movies, I don't give a shit. But when it comes to like webtoons and stuff, I'm like, hell yeah, pirate. Oh yeah, don't pirate. You know. Every time, every time I go on like Bato or Manga Dex, you are a pirate. Call me Jack Sparrow because I am a pirate now. Call me 80s because I am a pirate now. What am I doing? Right. Huh, where am I? Got it. I remember now. Enna? Are they Bang Boo? Wait. Enna? Okay, let me see this live reaction. Oh my god. Oh my god. So beautiful. Oh my god. The first image is really good. Although I think the style is kind of funny because his eyes look a little funky, but he is pretty. uh, I'll have to text me see you later. But yeah, so the edition I ended up did singing 7 by Jungkook, so we'll see how that goes. I was contemplating. I did do the rap part, but I was like, hold up, I think my flow is all wrong. Maybe let's not send that. So I ended up just doing like 40 seconds worth of just like me singing 7 by Jungkook. And who knows? Who knows? I feel like I'm not like the best singer in the world, right? But I feel like I have a good base. So I'm like, hopefully, maybe they'll take a chance and be like, you know what? Maybe with a little training, we can get this girl, up on the stage maybe like hopefully they'll take the chance on me, but we'll see. The style is very exaggerated. Yeah, I can see that. They don't know how to do skin tones or shade whatsoever. But honestly, I think like it's not right to judge like a webcomic based on their comic style, because a lot of it is like fast paced. Like, oh, you gotta get out this webtoon by this week. So it's like fast paced, get it going, get it out, right? So I feel like if you're really going to like look at like a webtoon's like or a webtoonist like art level, you have to look at like things like color, like cover images, or like, you know, the personal artwork on stuff like that. Because I feel like a lot of webtoon artists, they have to take shortcuts just because deadlines are so strict. I will look into it, but I have not read a webtoon in a hot minute, and I'm like kind of swamped in like manga that I want to read. I want to read Gachiakuta because the style is just amazing, and the anime just came out. I want to read Blue Lock because I wanted to watch the anime, but season 2 is ass, so I might as well just read the manga at that point. And then I'm also in the middle of reading Gokura Kugai, so I have a lot to read. It's very repetitive, but I don't care. I love it. I think as long as I feel like if the style is like generally okay, like if the style isn't ass, then I think that was like a webtoon like that is acceptable and the story is good. You kind of have to like, you can't have one or the other. You ever have to have like, you have to have both like somewhat good art and good story in order for it to work. Because I feel like I have like turned down like webtoons and manga just because the style was just so ugly. Like I don't even give a shit about the story at that point because I'm like, oh, oh, I can't name one off the top of my head, but I'm like, It's also fun when you like read webcomics and you see like the style change, or even manga period too, where it's like you can see the artist improving from like chapter 1 versus like the latest chapter. That's also fun. You know, this is the first time we're also listening to like girl K-pop groups too, because I don't have control of this playlist and we're not listening to like one band. Oh, I wanted to kind of listen to we ain't even what is, I think it's called Famous. It's by All Day Project. That has been stuck on my in my brain because it's so good. The rap is really good too. Oh well, I don't think it's on. It will be on here because it's fairly new, I think. Drama mama. Bootleg manga really keeps the essence of what made the season 1 of the anime really good. I see. Yeah, see, I feel like, yeah, like it's not even worth watching the manga anymore or reading the. No, wait, I'm getting it mixed up. Watching the anime anymore because the style just sort of degrades in season 2. So you might as well just read. You read the manga and then you just watch season 1. That's all you do, really. Which reminds me, so Let's Go Karaoke, right? The style for the manga is very simplistic. Like it's not the most beautiful style in the world, but like it's tolerable, right? But the anime really pumps it up. Like the anime I feel like is so much more beautiful than the manga, which is very rare. That's incredibly rare, but that's just another reason to go watch the anime. Also, it's really short. It's only 4 episodes and the manga itself is only like 2.5 chapters or something like that. But I loved everything about it. It was so sweet. Don't forget to save. Oh yeah, we should save. I feel like we didn't do very much, but yes, we should save. I had to give it a minute. Okay, I think it's saved. No, it's saving. For some reason, Clip Studio was loading, which I assumed that was it saving, but no, that was not it. Okay, now we can continue. Yeah, I had like acid reflux last night, and then I took medicine and it was fixing itself, and then I woke up at like 6 a.m. because someone was literally screaming outside in the neighborhood, being like, "Help me! Help me!" And it was really scary, but it stopped after like 10 seconds, and I was like, "Huh." I actually thought that it was a dream until my mom was like, "Did you hear that? Hear a person screaming?" And I was like, "Oh, that wasn't a dream." And then, like, after that, maybe like an hour after that, there was somebody walking outside my window. And because it's summer, I keep my windows open. There was somebody blasting, like, pop music while they were, like, on a walk or something. And I was like, what the fuck? It's like 7 a.m. What the hell is happening? But yeah, after that, I took a sip of water. Then for some reason, my stomach started being hurting again. I was like, "What the fuck? Why is water killing me? What the hell is wrong with my water?" So yeah, I've just been sick this entire day, and yesterday not great, but we okay. We Gucci. Anyway, what am I doing now? Where am I? Right. I should do a skin. I feel like the skin is kind of the easiest thing to highlight. That's the word. You can't see anything. What the fuck? Oh god, when you're so pale that you can't even highlight your skin. Oh my god, what the hell? I mean, it's fitting, but at the same time, what? That's crazy. Alright, moving on. Right, did the hair. I think the hair will suffice. I think that's the proper shape. I've learned recently that instead of doing like something like this, you do like that, because I think this is more realistic. But I don't think I did it right. Why does this also sound familiar? Oh, no wonder. It's 80s. Every 80s song, I'm kind of like, wait a minute. This sounds familiar. I've heard this before. I've listened to this before. That is not appearing. What the fuck? There we go. There's this girl who brought a Labubu to like the fan signing at an 80s concert, and they had San open it up for them, and he got the secret rare one, which was really cool until the fact that she put it up on like eBay for like $1,000, and she labeled it as the Labubu that San opened at 80s concert. And I'm like, all right, well, you just ruined the whole vibe. You ruined the fun of that. That's great. Like, it's one thing to like have it. Like, I think it's sweeter if you kept it, right? But the fact that she's selling it is like, all right, why'd you have him open it in the first place? That you're just using him for clout and for money. That's not right. That's so sad. I hope San never sees that. Because that's very sad. That's incredibly sad and very mean. Because everyone was like, oh, that's so fun. You know, he got you the rare. That makes it extra special. And then she went and sold it or is trying to sell it. I'm like, what the fuck? Rude. Mean. Yucky. Peh, I spit on you. Peh, I spit on Labubu. Peh, spit. Gross. You don't deserve that Labubu. Give it to me now. That's disgusting. Give it to me now. But yeah, that ruined it. That ruined the whole fun of it. The Labubu thing is really making me sad, alright? Because everyone was like, oh, blind boxes are so kitty. How could you spend money and collect stuff like that? And I'm like, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, Labubu this, Labubu that, Skull Panda this, Skull Panda that. I literally was at a restaurant the other day where they were playing with Labubus as if they were like toys. And I'm like, do you know how expensive that Labubu is? I can't believe you're just playing with it as if it's nothing. Cause it's not. That shit's like $100 or something. Or that shit would sell for like $1,000. Everyone has it now, and everyone thinks it's cool. I always thought that Labubus or blind boxes were cool. I was a blind box collector, and now all of a sudden I'm not the weird one anymore. What the fuck? I'm upset. I'm upset. I was doing it before it was cool, I swear. Hey, it looks pretty good. Okay, anyway. Wait, that's not right. I think if you were doing the highlight, it would be like in this shape. There we go. I'm just really tired of seeing Labubu's. I know. I also hate it. And I hate that it's sort of like Labubu has started this new trend of like having like hard plastic figures surrounded by plush. Cause you can see them everywhere. Like they made Heart Q ones. There's JJK ones. They're like everyone's doing it now, and I'm like, that's ugly. Don't. They're ugly. Do not. What happened to just having plush? Like I think if they just made like a plush keychain, I would be happy. I really want those plushies. I really want like those play plushies so I can carry it around with me and take pictures of it. I think if I brought it around with me, I would be more obligated to take photos because it's not like I want to take photos of me. It's funny. I'm more willing to take photos of the plushie being all over the world instead of me. Like I think it would be cute if I brought it around the world and took pictures of it. That reminds me, my family and I were gonna go to the Niagara Falls for like a holiday, but we decided to rather like stay home and save money. But which is fine, right? But I was excited to go to Niagara Falls and be like Niagara Popo, like Taya, like V. I was so excited to like recreate that in a way, but oh well, another time I guess. Also, that reminds me, V was just at a LA Dodgers game and he threw the first pitch. And damn, is that man talented? Like, he actually threw that thing and it was great. He also looked really good. But anyway, I'm actually curious to how many army like bought tickets just to go see him. Like, imagine like never having interest in baseball in your life and then all of a sudden you're like, ah, you know what? I'm really into baseball now and I must go to this Dodgers game. And then your friends are like, oh, why? And you're like, ah, no reason. No particular reason, you know. And the V comes on and you're like, oh my god. Okay, this is not looking so bad. Oh, the Hachikons were like, I'm sold, hire him. Oh my god, if he played for the LA Dodgers, I would go to every single game. You kidding me? Suddenly, I am a baseball fan. Suddenly, I'm wearing a V jersey. Sorry, Otani. I mean, I love Otani, but I'd rather have a V jersey. That would be me. You kidding me? That would be great. What a threat. Not even triple threat. Like, he can act, right? He can act, sing, dance. That's already triple. He's a quadruple threat. Baseball. That's crazy. Mans is so talented. Okay, looking good. Looking highlighted. Yeah. What song is this? This feels like all English. The other day, my mom and I were at a Korean restaurant and they were playing K-pop, and she kept asking me questions that were actually like really, that kind of hurt my soul because she was like, it just told me how limited her knowledge was about the whole thing because she was like, God, how many K-pop groups are there? And I was like, I looked at her and I'm like, you really want to know? Like, I don't know, like how many pop groups are there? It's like it's the same thing, isn't it? How many pop singers are out there? I don't know why. And then they were like, her and her friend were like, oh, like I can't tell any of these, like I can't tell if any of these girls are Korean because they've all had work done. And I was like, that's a really big misconception. That's actually a really harmful conception that all of them have had work done. I mean, it's possible, but it's not like every girl. So it's not right for you to assume, or to make comments about that. Because they were like, oh, she's pretty. She must have work done. And I was like, no, that's not true. That's not, I don't know, but that's not necessarily true. Yeah, there's a lot, TM. Exactly. There's a lot. She was like, "Is there that many that they can this playlist can only play girl songs?" I was like, "Yes." That's the same with like pop too. Like that's not new. And then "Killing It Girl" by J-Hope came up, and my mom was like, "He is so skinny," and I was like, "He just came back from military service." So, Mans was working really hard. Mans was worked to the bone. Okay, I think that looks good. Why did this hand come out better than that hand? That's weird. Okay, I did the pants already, right? I don't know if we need to do the tie. Just because I don't think it'll show up. Maybe a little bit. I'm not super into girl groups, but I think if I were to say, like, if people were to ask me, like, oh, what's your favorite? I think I would say, like, 21. Which really dates me, but I'm like, hey, 21 is, like, timeless. Maybe Blackpink, too, because Blackpink's sort of in the style, but not that much, really. Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of girl groups, but I feel like, oh, is this Rose? Rosie? Rose. I think her name's Rosie, right? Oh, hey, it's XG. Huh. That's funny. I think Mitsuki and I were talking about XG like a couple days ago or something, and I was unaware of this band, but she was like, "Bah." I love 21. I am a CL stan. I love CL. She's so cool. Like if there's any woman that I would want to be, it's CL. I would love to be CL. It's very cool. What a woman. Is it Rose? I've heard it different ways. Is it Rose? I mean, okay, good to know. Cause I've heard it different ways. I heard people like it's Rosie. No, it's Rose. And I'm like, what? Which one is it? Okay, well he's not. Wait, I didn't do his glasses. Your glasses. That didn't do anything. Okay, well that's a little bit of dimension. That's all I can ask for. Yeah, he looks pretty good. There's an accent on it. Okay, you're right. You're right. That's just me. My brain. Oh, I didn't do his apple. Hold up. That would be a good one to do. There we go. Shiny. There we go. Shiny. Oh, and his glosses. I was just saying that. Rose, got it. Like the tteokbokki. Right, rose. Like the pasta. Rose. Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of girl groups. I feel like I've read somewhere where it's like common. It's more common for girls to be into boy groups and guys be into girl groups. But I know that's not necessarily the case, but that's like the common thing, and I do kind of fall into that. Not that I'm doing it on purpose, but that's just where I fall. I just prefer guy groups. Not that I'm actively deciding it, but it's just like a thing. That's just a thing. That's just I don't do it on purpose. Okay, hair shine. I don't know if his hair sprout really matches up. I mean, that's the best I can do, I guess. Okay, hair shine. I feel like it would look like these. That's right. We gotta do the large areas first because that's gonna help me out. Wait, where is the shadow? Hold up, that would actually help me a lot. There we go. Since Mitsuki and I are auditioning together for this, we've been sort of talking about like what kind of group we would possibly be in if we did pass auditions. And she was like, I wonder if they would do a co-ed group. And I was like, I don't think they really do that anymore, right? I don't know, but it would be cool. I feel like there's some concepts out there that could be done, like a co-ed group or something like that, but that's also very rare. Who knows? All day project is kind of like a rare thing, right? We going now. Have a great stream and drawing session. Thank you, Rodman. Thank you for joining. Bye bye. I don't know what's lacking in the K-pop universe right now. I don't know. I kind of miss duos, but I do know why like K-pop industries don't really do that, because it's like the more members you have, the more likely that someone will relate to that member. Therefore, they will stand that group. But I'm like, I don't know. Like Huntrix is like not a real band, but I will put that out there as an example. But they're a trio, so that still works. I don't know. Yeah, and I don't listen to a lot of new stuff. That's valid, because the only reason I don't actively search for new stuff, really, I really just listen to things that I've listened to before, and the new songs I do hear, it's always through TikTok. I don't actively search it. It'll be in the background of a TikTok or something. I'll be like, "Hey, that's pretty bumpin'. What is this?" Or very rarely, it'll be on the radio. That's another one, because I remember like Apata was like all on the radio. Yeah, I don't particularly follow anybody new either. Which is sad, because there are like a lot of groups that should have, stan, or you should stan and whatnot, but it's really hard because there's just so many out there. Which, thinking about this does make me kind of anxious, because like if I am put into this, if I am going to be a part of this industry, then oh god, I have a lot coming my way, don't I? We shall see. We'll see. Who knows? I don't have high hopes, but it's fun to dream. Okay, what are we doing? It's actually coming out really nice. I'm really happy with this. I kind of wish I had the symmetry tool out, because then I had to do this side too. But, well, technically it wouldn't be symmetrical. The light is shining like this way. Maybe I'll tone it. Hold up. Maybe I'll tone it down a little bit. Hold on. Let me redo this. Hold up. Okay. Looking good. Again, I'm winging it. I don't know how to paint clothes, but if it sort of gives off the essence of it, I'm Gucci. There we go. I was watching a rendering tutorial before this, and like I can never paint over my sketches for some reason. Like I don't know. There are some techniques where it's like, oh, you sketch and then you clean up your sketch and then you paint over that. And I'm like, why don't I just? And then you like sort of outline it as if you're doing line art over it. And I'm like, why don't I just line it and then paint over that? I don't know. I don't understand that. I think it's because you can sort of keep like a sketchy texture, but I don't know. My style, like I really prefer clean lines, so I might as well just clean up everything and then paint over it. I don't know. Maybe I'm not meant to render or have a painterly style. Who knows? But it looks really nice. I would really like to. Something else that I want to do is that I want to learn how to animate my illustrations, so via like tweening and stuff. Which tweening is very different from animating by hand, and it just evokes this really cool style where it's like, oh, your painting is coming to life. I want to do that too, but I have no knowledge of how to break that up or rig that in order for that to work. So many things I want to do. Yeah, maybe a style where you paint over your lines or over your sketches would work. I literally forgot that having a sketchy style is a thing. Like an artist that I follow who does plave artwork, her style is very sketchy. But it's not messy though. It's like really nice and it's very light and it's really cute too. And I was like, huh. I never thought of for some reason in my brain I never thought that I could do that. Like I never allowed myself to do it or something like that. But I'm like, huh, that's right. I mean, I could do that, but for some reason I don't. Maybe one day. I don't know. I think my muscle memory would like kick in and be like, you gotta line art now. And I'll start lining and be like, oh, wait. Also, my sketches are kind of messy, so that also doesn't help. But then at that point, I would just clean it up. I also want to get into drawing more fan art. I want to draw Plave, and I want to make little comics about them because I think that'd be kind of fun. Wait, did I paint something down here? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, that looks weird. All right, pants, done. I finally unlocked Xiangling in Genshin by doing the Spiral Abyss thing. I also unlocked Kolei, is her name. Which, by the way, is she from Sumeru? Because I was looking at her and I was like, it doesn't tell me explicitly in her files, but based on her design, I feel like she's Sumeru, but I could be wrong. But anyway, I was going to up her and level her up, and then I realized that I don't have any artifacts good for her, so I was like, I'll just stick with Amber. Every time I'm like, oh, let me change up my team, my main team, and switch out Amber for some other Pyro character. I'm like, nah. I mean, Amber's like really buff already, so what's the point in changing her? Because I have no material. Xiangling and Kolei. Kolei, I think her name is Kolei. She's like that green Dendro archer, you know? I think her name is Collei. Collei. But I finally unlocked those after doing the spiral abyss thing, and I'm always, for some reason, I was always so nervous to do it. And then I went in and I was like, oh, this isn't that hard. I literally fucking like killed it. And I was like, oh, all right, I was worried for nothing. That's great. Yeah, I was right. Okay, Kolei is Sumeru. I was right. I was looking at her outfit and I was like, I think she's Sumeru, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, I finally unlocked them, and I was going to buff up Xiangling because I do like her, but I was like, I mean, like, I don't know, like Amber is like so close to being like all buffed up. I might as well just like keep her on my team. Her ult is so useful. I know, I do like it. I do like it, but at the same time, it's like I don't really have the material to really like get her to a proper level. I don't know. I'll think about it. But also, she looks very funny next to like all my Monster characters. I don't have a lot of diversity in my team because I just don't have the characters. But I do like, I don't know. The one thing I don't like about Amber is just that her pyro. Like, I'm not really good with the bow and arrow. That's the thing, and I'm really bad at aiming. That's the only thing where I'm like, Amber, I don't know if I want to keep you. I don't know how long you're gonna be on my team for, but she's so strong. It's like, damn it, I'm the problem. I am the problem. It's not me. It's you, Amber. No, it's not you. It's me, Amber. That's what I meant. I just think it's funny that I just have like straight up just Mondstadt characters on my team. Okay, they're looking pretty good. I don't know if I would shade. Yeah, I mean, I barely did on the others, and it doesn't match unless I bring up the. I bring it up higher. Ah, damn! This is a good one. God, the vibes of this song is so strong. We were talking about Missy and I were talking about like what kind of music we would make if we do pass, and she was like, "I hope we perform or make songs that have a little more substance." And I was like, "Oh yeah, more substance than what? Jump, gnarly." She was like, "Yeah." We were just laughing about it. Mm-hmm. Damn, this part hits just so hard. Yeah, I don't particularly like Amber's kit, but I don't know. She's worked so far, but I'm not. It's just me not being the best archer, and I'm like, okay, can I do like Bennett? Can I do Xiangling? Anybody? But like, I don't know. I'm just like I always go back to Amber, no matter what. You know, it's like a toxic relationship. I'm like Amber. I'm sorry, Amber. Amber and I have a very toxic relationship. I'm like, I don't like you, and then I come back and I'm like, never mind. I don't like you. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go level up Bennett. Never mind. That takes too much time. Amber, come back. Maybe when I have just like a plethora of materials in like 5 years from now, I can do it. I can switch it up. Hey, hydrate. It's a good time to hydrate. Okay, hold up. I wanted to eyeball, not eyeball. I dropped this color before I drank water. Oh, my water's like all the way across the room. Hold on, I gotta slide like this, like this. Okay, got it. I gotta remember to put my water like right next to me when I work, especially on stream, because it just looks awkward when I have to move to go grab it. It's just funny. You know, actually, guys, my stomach is feeling a lot better. Maybe because we were distracted and working on stuff, I can't feel it anymore. So that's great. I was tempted to give Nian like long eyelashes to make him pretty, because vampires have a lot of sex appeal and are very pretty. But I was like, I don't know. It wouldn't totally fit him, but it would have been. I did play around with the idea, but it just looked kind of funny. Yay, yay, my stomach finally digested the durian. Yay. I'm gonna go eat more durian after this. No, I'm kidding. Can you imagine? Like, guys, yay, I feel better. Time to go. Time to hurt my stomach again. Eyelashes. Have I figured out more story or lore? I mean, okay, what have I not talked about? I think I was thinking that maybe Nian and Luo would meet in boarding school because I think I'm actually taking a lot of like knowledge on Hong Kong based on like my dad because my dad's from Hong Kong and he went to school in England and stuff like that for boarding school. And I was like, huh. Because a lot of tips that people give is like, oh, you take from real life, right? So I was like, huh, well, there you go. And then I think I haven't have it totally figured out, but something happens that they're like good friends or something like that. And there's, I don't know if maybe they just grow apart naturally or if they come into a fight, but there is a point where Nyan is very sick and he either I'm trying to decide whether he has either tuberculosis or like a stomach issue kind of thing or like some sort of like disease cuz that's sort of a prominent thing in my life. like yeah, anyway, I can't remember what the actual term of it is, but anyway, something like that. So he either dies of TB or something, and in order, I think it happens when he's really young, so that's why he wants to be a vampire. So he wants to like, live a little longer because he has so much to do. So I had this idea. Okay, so we want to learn more about how this happens. So I think this is what I was thinking. So there's a bit of a falling out between the two, but it has to happen a little after Yan gets sick, and that's why Luo wants to come back as a Reaper, because even though he offs himself or like, sewer slides himself, he still's worried about his friend because he knew that how sick he was. Something like that. I don't have it completely figured out or even even know if that really works or makes sense. Or maybe I had this idea that Luo waits. He's like, Nyan's sick. He's gonna die soon, so I'll just wait for him. And then like 80 years pass or something, and Luo's like, what the fuck? Where the hell is this man? Was he not sick? Like what happened? And then he like comes back as a Reaper, and he's like, oh shit, my friend is a vampire. The son of a bitch. No wonder why I waited for this man for 80 years. No wonder. Or something like that. I don't know, I haven't decided, but now that I talk about it, I think that's so funny. I think that's really funny. That's so angsty. Yeah, I live for it. Thanks. That's such a big compliment. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like I feel like maybe rather like they grow apart, or maybe they meet as children and then one of them goes to boarding school or something. Maybe Luo goes to boarding school where he can't see they don't see each other for a long time, but through letters or something, or like through word of mouth, he figures out that Nyan is sick or something. But before they could see each other, maybe Luo goes into the afterlife, but he's waiting. I had this idea too that Nyan discovers that there's like a vampire in the hospital or like in the care center that he is in. And via using his detective skills, he uncovers it and therefore uses that as blackmail and is like, I won't reveal this information if you turn me into a vampire because I want to live forever. Or not, maybe not forever. Maybe that's like a wrong term, but live longer. And he's like, all right, sure. Who knows? I need to like write this down on paper just so I can see if this all makes sense, kind of thing. Hold up, I'm trying to figure out where his fucking handcuffs are because I forgot to add the darker gray. Where the hell is it? Ah, here we go. There's like a darker gray tone. Here it is. Childhood friends to frenemies to lovers. Should I make them frenemies? Like, should something happen between the two? I don't know. Wouldn't it be sad if like Luo goes to school as Nyan is like really sick? He's like, bro, I have some bad news. I have tuberculosis. Luo's like, oh, well, this is gonna make my great news so much worse because I'm gonna go to London and go to school. And he's like, You can't leave me. What song is this? Oh, it's TXT. I see. I don't know anything about TXT other than the fact that Subin can eat a watermelon in like under 10 seconds or something like that. That's the only thing I know about TXT. TV Jongri would be proud. Should I give him lung cancer? God, the fucking grasp that the Fault in Our Stars had on my middle school generation. Everyone was reading The Fault in Our Stars. Everyone was watching the movie. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, that shit is so sad." And I'm like, and it is. It is a really good book, but the fact that like we were all like middle school and we're like, "God, so like wow, this is the best writing of our generation. This is like the new Titanic." I'm like, sure." Yeah, I only know Subin from that, and the fact that he can eat a watermelon. He really like shoves that shit down his throat. It's great. I don't know. I like some of John Green's other books. Like what was that one about? Like I don't know, 100 Catherines or something like that. That was kind of interesting. But I guess yeah, you can't really beat The Fault in Our Stars. Yeah, I remember reading a little bit of it from a friend, and then I was like, I have to read it. I have to finish this book, so I finished it. Has John Green written anything new? I haven't really been keeping up on him. I actually keep up more with his brother Hank Green than John Green for some reason, because Hank Green is just really funny and he's always on TikTok, being scientific. This is also this conversation is reminding me about the juxtaposition of like John Green being like one of the biggest writers and also being one of like the top educators for like class for schools on YouTube. Because we would literally like watch his videos in class sometimes, and I'd be like, "Wait a minute, is that fucking John Green? Is that the guy who wrote The Fault in Our Stars? And why is he teaching me history all of a sudden?" This is making me realize that I have not read in a hot minute. I haven't read a book in a hot minute. My mom was telling me about her coworker and how she reads like 20 books like a year, and I'm like, damn, I can't even finish one. That's insane. I can't believe there are people who still read. Maybe I should go read about the tuberculosis one because I don't know. We might give like TB was kind of like the most prevalent disease in the 1960s in Hong Kong. So that's why I gave him TB, but it might be better if I chose something that was more closer to home. Like maybe something that like runs in my family or something cuz at least like I know what that's like to a certain extent, not directly, but from like a side perspective kind of thing or like from the third person perspective. So it's kind of I could go really any way, but I also like the idea or the imagery of like this is kind of of like I don't know, Nian coughing up blood or something. He's like I don't know rice, and all of a sudden he's like and then like blood comes out. And it's like this dramatic thing, and I'm like, yeah, let's write that. Let's draw that. I am excited, but who knows? Wait, you love the song too? Which one is this one? This is Pray. I see. I actually don't know this band. Okay, so this playlist is kind of living up to its name, where it's like, oh, it's the best K-pop kind of thing. Yeah, I could make it also vague. That is also an option where it's just like he's dying of something, but again, the imagery of him like coughing up blood does interest me. The sick freak that I am. I think it's because I'm inspired by. Have you guys ever watched what is it, the Wind Rises, in Hayao Miyazaki's movie The Wind Rises, because the love interest also has TV, and there's this very dramatic scene where she's like, she loves to paint, right? She paints on this hill or something, and then there's a scene that cuts to her like coughing up blood on her painting, and it's a super dramatic thing, and I'm like, damn, that hit hard. Damn, that was wow, cinema, absolute cinema. I don't know. I don't know. But the blood, I don't know. It could go either way, honestly. They're a second gen group? Damn. Angst. I don't know. I still need a reason for, like, why, like, I don't know, why does Luo, like, stick around, like, afterwards? Like, because he literally could just, like, take Nian to the underworld and that would be it. So I had to figure out, like, oh, what's happening? Why do they hang around? What is keeping them here for like the entire story until the very end? I'm also trying to decipher like whether like being a Grim Reaper makes Luo more like a spirit, or does he have like a legitimate human body? I'm trying to think about that. Like, what does being a Reaper fully mean in this world? Like, what does it do? Are you a spirit? Because technically, you've already died, so it would be weird if they gave you a human body again. It's kind of, I don't know. I have a lot to think about that I haven't really thought about. I actually haven't thought about their story in like a hot minute, so this is a great conversation. Because yeah, I have not thought about it for a little bit. Because I think, okay, so I think like he would have to have some human aspects in order to teach, Neon that one life is, for Neon to learn that life is like what you call limited, it's fleeting. And also he has to like Neon has to teach Luo that life is worth living. There are stuff to live for, kind of thing. So, but if he can't experience that, then I don't know how to write around that. Because if you're just a spirit, I feel like, yeah, you would want to go, to the underworld, because you can't really do much. You could have a human form when he's not doing his job, maybe. I've also thought about like what kind of power set Reapers would have, and I think like as they can what you call like form their scythe, right? I think I will use the ring idea because I think that's really cool. So I will be stealing that from Ollie. Thank you very much. Where it manifests from his ring, from a ring or something. But anyway, but I also thought that maybe a power that Reapers would have too would be to talk to ghosts, and that would help on cases. But I don't know. I don't know if that really works with Neon's power, which is like if he tastes a victim's blood, he sees like the latest memory, or like as like a flash, basically. So I wonder if that works. I don't know. Again, it's more like I feel like that's the thing where you have to write and just sort of see if it can work. Like you could think about it, but it's easier to see if it works or not in practice. Okay, we're almost done highlighting him, hiding this one, I think. How far are we? Oh, wow, we're only like 2 hours in. For some reason, this stream has been a lot slower. Or it feels like it's been slow. Yeah, and also like if they did have a falling out, I don't know what they would fall out about. I think the school thing would work, but I don't know. I feel like Nian would be sort of understanding about that though, and that was necessarily cause of fallout. Like, what would they fight about? I gotta think about that. I don't know. Or maybe it's like the opposite, where it's like Lua doesn't want to go to school, but Neon's like, I think you should go. And he's like, I can't believe you don't want me here. Fine, if you don't want me here, then I'll go. And it's like, all right. I don't know. I swear to God, if there's no GOT7 on here, I'm gonna be sad. How dare you not? Wait, Rover's on here? Oh, I really want to listen to Rover. That's not for like another hour. What the? Hey, at least Sober by Big Bang is on here. I'll take that, you know? At least there's one Big Bang song on here. And Sober's a good one. At least it's not Bang Bang Bang. I'll have to think about it. I don't know, the power thing. Because I like that in Twilight, your power comes from something that happened to you in real life. Because that makes sense, right? At least, like, the power doesn't just come out of thin air. It's, like, something related to something you had before you became a vampire, which is cool. Also, this is another thing, right? Because vampires are technically undead and they have no soul, right? Like, they are a shell of their former selves. I wonder, like, if I want to add that maybe, like, I don't know, like Neon Soul is somewhere or like in the underworld. Like maybe Luo did hang out with Neon Soul for a little bit in the underworld and then but he was like, you're not the real thing, or I don't know. Cuz that's also not how that works, right? Cuz your soul is your being, right? So it's more like this, like the vampire him would be very different. I don't know. I have to think about that. It's like what is a vampire? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Great. That's great. All right, what else am I shading? I think I'm good on everything here. Did the pants, yeah, I think it looks good. Oh, I didn't do the glosses. I keep forgetting. Oh, is this sheesh? Sheesh. I was right. Sheesh, sheesh, sheesh. I was right. Oh my god. That's the only part of the song that I know. Sheesh. Iconic. Also, it's like through chapters, like I know like Nyan's a homicide detective and he goes solving murders and stuff like that. But it's like I wonder if it would be interesting if all of the suspects or all of the killers were other vampires. So it's basically like a vampire on vampire warfare kind of thing. I think that would be kind of interesting because then I could explore like the vampires in this world, what powers they have, stuff like that. But I feel like that would write me into a corner because then I would have to be like, oh god, I had to create a new power every time, a new method every time. This song, hey, come on, it's good. You know what I'm talking about? The lyrics are so good, so substantial. Sheesh, 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 sheesh. That'd be so funny if someone auditioned and they just did that. That not even the whole song, it's just that part. Sheesh. Wait, where's the highlight? I think it's this way. Whoops. I undid too much. Wow, it like turned into a completely different song. What? That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. This kind of reminds me of like Shutdown from Blackpink. Like just the style, I feel like. What's this one? I've never heard this one. This is a very different vibe. Can we skip? I don't like songs that are this slow. Fine, we'll keep it. Whatever. It's good to broaden my horizon. Sheesh. 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 Oh my god, that's my new tick. Shick. Sheesh. What is wrong with me? Don't skip it. Okay, fine. I will keep it. I won't. Okay, fine. I'll do it because I'm nice. I won't skip it because I'm nice. Okay, wait. Maybe it's not as slow as I thought. Hold on. Okay, fine. I'll let it cook. Okay, okay, okay. I'm trying to add like a little bit of variety in the hair and the highlights. Trying to invoke a feeling of like hair strands and stuff, but it's not working. I never know how to draw the back of the head, by the way, or like especially with hair and long strands of hair. I always leave it like a big block, and I don't like it. But at the same time, it's like I don't know how like hair strands would work in such a long mass. I only know how to do it when it's like blowing in the wind, but if it's like standing still, just like lying flat on someone's back, I have no idea. I need to study. Ooh, the whistling. This makes me sad. Wait, this is giving me existentialism. Why am I alone? Now I'm sad. Now I'm sad. This is sad. Why am I alone? That's really sad. I mean, I think this is the best that I'm gonna get with the hair highlight. Maybe I can break it up like slightly, like here. There you go. There you go. So it's not like all blocky. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Now we can do the jacket. Again, this should be easy because there's not much to color or highlight. Because it's just like this gigantic red area. Oh, I'm on eraser. That's great. God, summer went by so fast. Everyone's already back in school and I can't believe it. Now's a good time for me to go to back to school too. I gotta start doing my Japanese certification courses. The reason why I've been putting it off is because I'm kind of worried that if I buy the lessons and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm gonna be part of this K-pop thing where they're gonna teach me Japanese anyway, so I spent money for what? But anyway, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I don't think if I don't get into this audition thing, it's not really gonna affect my life. I'm just gonna continue what I was doing before. Which one's this one? This sounds familiar. Oh, never mind. It's not familiar. I've never heard of this song in my life. I don't know why I'm like, I listened to this one before. If the K-pop fans in chat were making a playlist where we can only put one song in it that's like the best K-pop in the world or K-pop period, what would you put? What would I put? That's a good one. What would I even put? Hmm. Hmm. Wow, Twitch is being really fucky today. Why? I guess Twitch is just having them those days. Having them days. Twice? You would put a Twice song? Which one though? I think if I were to pick a Twice song, I think Strategy. I fucking love Strategy by Twice. I just love the vibes. It's bumping. It's probably not like considered the best Twice song, but that's what I would put. What would I pick? Yeah, this is Adrenaline by Gravity. Gravity? Cavity? But yeah, okay, if I were to pick a song to go into this playlist, if I were to contribute something to the best K-pop playlist, I don't know. I feel like I have to put something from Psy, right? He's like the king of K-pop, or even like something from Big Bang. Can I put like I don't know, Baby Bang is kind of like a given. It's like, oh yeah, of course it's gonna be on there. Pick something else, you know. I wonder what I would put. To me, Twice is the only few groups who don't cater to the Western audience too much. That is true. I do love Twice. Did I ever tell you guys that my friend wanted to go to a pop up store in LA, and we went there and we waited in line for 8 hours. And originally I was like, I'm not gonna get anything. I'm not really into Twice. And then I wait after 8 hours of waiting. I was like, you know what? I will go buy a fucking shirt. I will spend the money. I waited this long. I better buy something. I swear to God. And I did. That's how I got a Twice shirt. Well, Red Velvet's really good too. They're very iconic too. That's also a good one to put. You gotta put a Russian roulette, right? Everyone knows Russian roulette. But so much to the point that Russian roulette was played in a Trolls song or in a Trolls movie. Oh, IU, yeah. I think at this point you also have to put like New Jeans, because even though New Jeans is sort of like a new gen thing, like they're very iconic. I love New Jeans. You know, I don't know too much about Taeyeon. Is that how you say your name? I don't know too much about them. There are so many people with like the name Taeyoung that I'm like, whenever someone says it, I'm like, oh, Taeyoung from like Big Bang, and they're like, no, and I'm like, oh. So I just get mixed up. I don't know. I think I would put something from Plave in the playlist. I know, very wow. Masa, who's the big plea, would put a Plave song, but generally, like I don't know, they're kind of leading their generation right now because they're like huge at the moment. They've won so many awards recently, like even like outside of the K-pop industry, but in like the tech industry too. Because their company Vlast is a virtual entertainment company, so it's not just like K-pop. This place needs some OG. I know. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I was like, there's like no side. There's like one Big Bang song that's coming up later. It's like, where is the nostalgia? Where the fuck is Ring Ding Dong? Where is Super Junior? We need Super Junior on here. That's what I would put. I would put Mr. Simple or something. Or Ring Ding Dong. Yeah, that's a good one. Shiny. That's shiny. We need that here. Now that I mentioned Ring Ding Dong, I feel like everyone's gonna be, it's gonna be stuck in everyone's heads. Ring ding dong, ring ding dong, ring a ding 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 dong. Oh yeah, EXO too. EXO's iconic. It's the love shot. Or oof. 그래 oof. nigga oof. Ow. 사랑해요. We need that. Where is that? We should all collaborate and make this playlist. Like I said, we should all like collaborate a couple songs to like one playlist. Ba ba da ba 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 da da da. Let's do it. We need to, but I don't know. I technically don't count. I'm just one of those people who who just happen to listen to it. It's not necessarily my generation or anything. So it's kind of funny. I feel like I'll go up to people and be like, "Oh yeah, I really like Big Bang and 21." They're gonna look at me and be like, "How old are you? You like how did you possibly listen to those?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just like them." What the fuck is up with this gray that I have? I have like a dark gray on my eyedropper tool, but it's not showing up for some reason. It's like blending into something that I don't know what it is. Yeah, you guys make me a playlist I can use on stream. You guys should collab and do that. And then I'll add my own little songs to it or something. I better hear Ring Ding Dong, Mr. Simple, there's another one that I really like. Oh, it's like iconic. I can't remember what it's called. I had to like go through. Hold up, where is my phone? What is that song? It's I wonder if it's Super Junior did. I can't remember. Let me find it. It's in my playlist. It's kind of old. Where is it? I had to like scroll all the way to the bottom. Hold on, give me a second. What is it called? It's like on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Supergirl by Super Junior. I love that one so much. That's so good. You can listen, but I don't know. It's pretty freeform. I'm not gonna lie. It has to be old though. It has to be considered like old. Hold on, what song is this? Oh yeah, okay. I mean, this is pretty bumpin'. What are we defining as old though? Like really old. I don't know. Like when was Super Junior really popular? Like 2010, 2012. Well, 2012 was like what Big Bang's era, right? So we have to go like even. Sorry, I got whiplash from the song. I got whiplash from the song. Oops, I don't know why I'm like. Oh, I don't know if I need to highlight this. Maybe I'll add like. Oh wait, over here I do. Yeah, we're going. I want the nostalgia. I need to hear it. Like immediately when it comes up, I have to immediately tell like, oh, this is old. Oh, my voice is cracking. That's bad. Yeah, you definitely have your work cut out because it has to be like 3 hours long. Because streams are always 3 hours long. About 3 hours long. It has to be. We have to have a mix because I think it would be funny if it's like something really old, and then all of a sudden it's like something really new, like Whiplash comes on or something, or Crazy comes on. It's like Super Junior. Then all of a sudden it's like Crazy, gnarly. I feel like I need a playlist that's like the most like iconic songs like put into one. Easily make it through our playlist. All right, I hear. Yep, there you go. Are you guys actually gonna do it? If you guys actually do it, I will. Clap or I will be very impressed. And I'm gonna listen to it on stream and then I will judge. My playlists are also chaotic. Why do you think I don't play my own playlists? Guys, I have Spotify and I listen to Spotify, but I never play my own playlists because they're just so chaotic. I do not just listen to K-pop; I listen to so many other things. So at one point it'll be like at one point it'll be like, oh, K-pop, and all of a sudden it's like Hamilton, or it's like, oh, like a song from like the Muppets. It's like it's really I do not like one style, or it's like K-pop, bang bang bang, and then it's all of a sudden it's ABBA playing. Yeah, very chaotic. Honestly, you could probably do YouTube too. Like for streams, I only use YouTube because like YouTube just has like these long ass videos where it's just all songs, right? So it's like really easy to just loop them, right? But for Spotify, looping is like is a lot more convoluted for some reason. Also, I love that the lighting. I didn't do this intentionally. The lighting is like all on his ass. I don't wait. Hold on. Let me. I don't know if that would be accurate. Hold on a second. That's funny. We're really highlighting the important shit here. There we go. There we go. Hold on. That was really. There we go. That looks better. The lighting was all on his fucking ass. There we go. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Yeah, you're back. Twitch is really being very weird. Or you know what else would be fun if you guys made me a playlist of like songs that Masa needs to listen to. Cause I'm always like, oh, I don't know this song, and everyone's like, what? Masa, how could you not know? It's like, oh, I've never listened to this band. You're like, what? You never even heard of this band? And I'm like, there's a lot of 80s on this playlist. I guess 80s just has a lot of bops, which valid, but where the fuck is Plave? Where the hell is Big Bang? I need to also know like how old is the person making this playlist. That's also kind of a factor because obviously, like if you're like 5 years old making this playlist, you're not gonna have Super Junior on here. That's so rare. Okay, it's not random. Yes, it's technically random. It's a video, and it's called K-pop Best Songs Playlist. It was made 7 months ago, so there we go. Yes, and Masa, you need a branch out playlist. Yes. Hey man, it's hard to stand so many groups, you know, but I wouldn't mind. I want to listen. I want to hear the music. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I think he's done, guys. Wow. Wow, look at them all together. Ref. Well, we have time. I guess we should start doing more detailed work. Wait, where the hell are my color? Oh, there it is. Wait, what? No, that's not. What? Wait, I'm so confused. What the hell is happening? No, wait, that is the color layer. No, the color folder. I see. I forgot to paint his glasses. You like barely see it. If I saw your current whip, I'd have a heart attack. Oh, I love that so much. I can already imagine. I feel like I can listen to almost anything, but I just have to be like presented, like it has to be like shown to me, like because I don't actively seek out like new K-pop anymore. So I show you started for Genshin, then we won't play Genshin. Then we won't be playing Genshin. I'll have a heart attack and die. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Anyway, he looks pretty good. I love this back view for some reason. For some reason, the back view looks really. I like in my brain. I'm like, this looks really like realistic for some reason. I feel like it's because the face kind of breaks up like the almost like not realism, but the more realistic like shading, and then it's like bam, bam face. Oh yeah, Cordis, huh? Cordis is like brand new. I haven't listened to the full song, but I have seen the dance challenge. And I also heard from Mitsuki that Cordis is like very involved in like their music process, from like choreography to producing and stuff like that, which is cool. I'm glad that more bands are doing that. There's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing wrong with you not producing your own music, but it's like more points to you kind of thing. Have not listened to it though. Seen the dance challenge, and wow, what a dance! Very boppy. Have you guys seen the new music video from Wild Wild called Boiler Room? If you know, you know. But I have not watched that yet. I've only seen I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen clips. Oh, they did Illit Magnetic Hand choreo too? Damn, that's iconic. I didn't realize that they were in the industry for that long. That's crazy. Oh, this might be new information, which I guess I should bring this up. But recently, G Dragon's label, Galaxy Corporation, has is auditioning virtual idols, and I auditioned, so we'll see how that goes. Auditions just ended today, so we'll see. I haven't heard anything yet, and there's like a million people auditioning, but wish me luck. But dang, the Illy hand choreo was so iconic. I need to like. That's like one of the dances I want to learn, but I'm so what is that? Distraught because it's like it's very fast, but I think if you break it down, it's easy. I just had to break it down. Wait, Idol Masa, we'll see. We will see. We will see. No promises, obviously, but perhaps, maybe one day. Who knows? Oh, bye, Ollie. I hope you had. We're having such a fun conversation. Yeah, oh well. See or have a good night. I don't know what else. I'm not thinking very straight for some reason. I will wait for that playlist. I am so excited for this playlist. We'll have like 6 hours of content to listen to during streams. Yeah, I have no promises about the idol thing. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I will like be modest and be like I will be modest and be like, I'm not the best singer, but I feel like I have a good bass. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be lucky. Who knows? Maybe he'll take a chance on me. Who I have no idea. But whatever happens, happens. If I don't get in, I kind of don't get in, kind of thing. Yeah. Don't forget to save. We actually just saved, but I will save again just in case. Yeah. Oh, and a goodbye, Hydrate. Yay! The weather's cooling down finally, which is great because there was a big heat wave and now it's settling down a little bit. Still a little hot, but it's still important to drink water. Almost choked. Oh my god. Hold on. Wait a second. Oh god, wait. Okay, I think I'm okay. Okay. Oh, you know how you had to like drink water in order to stop yourself from dying by drinking water? Yeah, I had to do that. Anyway, okay, now that we did this, we saved this. We have like the base detail or the base down. We can actually start. Let me add. We have like what, a couple minutes left, so this will be easy. Let me go into my details file and let me draw out his Apple Pen, because I feel like you kind of have a good idea of what it looks like, but maybe not in full detail. So let's do that. Well, let me take out my boba. Let me put down my boba cup. There we go. Well, wow. I'm kind of proud. It's been a hot minute since I've really rendered and shaded anything, let alone like make a ref too. So, hey, looks good. Looks snappy. I do add notes, but that's sort of like a later thing, and I try not to do too much. I think it is important to label your things, right? But I think if you had to go like really in detail and write paragraphs on the side, then it sort of defeats. Then I feel like that shows that maybe your drawing is not that adequate. So I think it's good to have like a few notes. I'm saying this because when I was like a beginner artist, I would literally like write paragraphs on the side being like, oh, the jacket looks like this when it's this and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I think if you have to do that, then you have to go back into the drawing board. But yeah, I had little notes like maybe like, let's say like if, I don't know, if one side was different than the other or something, it would be like, oh, left and right kind of thing. But not too in depth. I obviously put like the name on the top, but that'll be later. I have to compile everything at the end. I did this on a separate file because I thought it would be easier. It'd be easier, then I could always like combine them later. But anyway, hold up. Where am I gonna do this? Everything's kind of a mess. Let me move things around. Because I have to do his Apple Pin. Or his little brooch. Brooch. That's so fancy. Brooch. Okay, I think I have a vague idea of what it looks like. Should be easy. I don't think it's uncommon to add notes, but yeah, if you had to write a whole paragraph, it's like, And I'm speaking from experience. Oh, let me use the symmetry tool. Let me cheat. There we go. Because it's easier. You know, ever since Caleb, I've been more obsessed with apples, and it's funny. Like, I've never been obsessed with apples, or I've never really thought of apples as more than an apple until Caleb came out, and all of a sudden there's like all these notes. Because Caleb and gravity and the apple with gravity, and I don't know, they're kind of cute too. It made me realize how pretty apples are because they're red, very pretty. Yeah, every time I see an apple, I'm like, oh, Caleb. Okay, I think that's all I really need for the symmetry show. I just need this apple shape. This will be, I think this will be really quick, and hopefully we'll finish this by the end of stream. Just this little apple detail. I really like how I designed this because it involves like these sharp little diamond shapes that are involved in this design as the leaves. I was like, I'm so creative. And the shine of the apple is also a diamond. Hold on, what song is it? Wow, August D is on here? Okay. Okay. I see you, playlist. I see. You know, the idol thing is kind of cool, but I don't know. Depending on how this goes, either I mean, if I really had a choice, I would sort of pick myself, right? But I have no control over that. So either you'll see me if this does work out, if this does pan out. Either you'll see me or it's me as a different person, which would be really sad. But you know, I have no control over it. I'll accept whatever comes to me, but if I could choose, I would. Very rare. I wonder if I want to curb it more because I feel like it comes out more. I don't know why I'm like referencing my own references. I'm the one who created this. Whatever happens, we support. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I hope if this does pan out that you guys would choose me as your bias. Like if I'm put in a group of like 10 other people, I hope all of you remember me and be like, that was my favorite, you know? This person that I've never met before, but maybe I've met in a different life. Yeah, I stand her. I think if I were to be a different person, I feel like people would definitely know like right away. All of you would be like, "Hang on a second, I've seen you before." Okay, maybe I did that too much. Hold on, maybe that's too curvy. That really sticks out. Hold on. What if I like? I gotta look at like my original sketch of this and look. Because also, I think it branches out of the stem rather than the apple itself. So like this. Just so I can avoid tangents. Then there's an apple or a leaf. Let me know what you guys are gonna have for dinner because I have no idea. I'm now realizing that I should start thinking about that. I think I'm having leftovers and I really want to take it easy because my stomach's not feeling the best or hasn't been feeling the best today. And this is kind of ugly. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay. Maybe shrink this a little bit. Honestly, like any band that Big Hit really produces is really good. I think like BTS is like such a good example, right? But I wonder if is Big Hit considered like one of the biggest agencies? There's so many out there. I was just watching a video about like all the subsidiaries of all the bands. So like Hybe owns like Big Hit, and then there's like different labels and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy. It's like when you realize like how like the grocery stores that you went to actually are not their own grocery store and are in fact owned by the same company. I think if I were able to choose what label I would be under, I think Big Hit's a good one. I think JYP is also a good one too, because GOT7. It's kind of surprising to me that there are some labels that only have one band. Like I think what KOQ was it KOQ that's 80s and that's their only band, and then Blast that's Play, so that's their only band too. Like because some of them produce like so many but none of them go off anywhere, but if you produce one band and is like shoots off, that's amazing. Oh, you know what, I could copy and paste this, that would help me a bunch. Whoops, hold up, that's the wrong tool. Oh, alright. Okay. I see where this place is cooking. Fake love. Fake love. I feel like the apple is too big and the spiky things. I don't know. I don't know. I like put this because I was like, that looks cool. It's like a knife going through the apple. That's pretty cool. Whoops. TikTok has ruined me. TikTok has ruined me. Every time RM starts his rap line, I think he's saying I think he's saying the word gooner, but that's not right. TikTok has ruined me for that. Wait, let's run it back. Hold up, I hear it. Come on. Hold up a second. Let's go back. Hold on. Feeling like a gooner. That's that's what it sounds like. I'm dying. I want to be a gooner. There we go. I'm dying. I'm dying. TikTok has ruined me. The internet has ruined me. Anyway, what were we talking about? Something about agencies? Yeah, like some agencies are really good, some of them are really bad. It really depends, and some of them are like super strict. The thing is, right? So this new label is owned by I think it's owned by G Dragon because like why would G Dragon leave YG if it wasn't his own company, you know? So I think I'm pretty sure that Galaxy Corporation is his. So based on his, knowledge of him being like, an idol, I hope that it carries through and maybe like I don't know, because I think G Dragon's given a lot of liberty, right? But that's because G Dragon's huge. But who knows? Like this company could be kind of strict. This is sort of their first K-pop group, and it's a virtual group, which is a very big jump. Like I love virtual idols, but I will, I I will point out that like not everyone is super into it. Like just because Plave is sort of like the new thing and it's successful, that doesn't mean that every virtual idol group is going to be successful. Like for example, what Aeonits that we were talking about earlier during stream, like Aeonits disbanding, and there's like a ton of drama with Aeonit right now, and there are so many like small idol groups or virtual idol groups. It's like Plave just sort of got not lucky. I don't want to say lucky because I feel like they do deserve every award and every what do you call what is that word? Like every good thing that comes with them. I do think that they deserve it because they worked really hard, right? But who knows? Who knows? It's very niche. It's still incredibly niche. So who knows? But I want to hope. I want it to. I want good things to happen. But who knows? If anything, I hope they keep anyone who is involved safe and follow the basic code. Yeah, I wonder if it will be anonymous because that's sort of the whole point, right? Where you're creating these idols and you want them to have their own personality, essentially, or like, you know, we'll see how it goes. Who knows? I'm sort of taking a chance. Like, I did go into this being like, this is very rare. And like maybe there's pros and cons to everything, right? So like I recognize that. So as long as you're aware, I think that's like step one, where it's like, this bad things could happen, and who knows. Someone leaks. Oh yeah, I hope not. Hey, it's Rover. I was waiting for Rover. Rover is so good. Iconic dance. Every time the song comes up, I think of Uno. Uno. Because he fucking loves dancing to this. I feel like I basically know the dance just by watching him do it so many times. Okay, that's a good apple shape. I think I need to copy and paste the leaves because they're too different. Uno, like the game Uno. In Japanese, that's how they say his name. Because instead of Unho, it's Uno when it's translated into Japanese characters. I think in the West we only stress out the H, but it is no. I don't know how you say it, but anyway, Uno, Unho. Did you guys hear that they're adding Uno to casinos? Like Uno will be a official game that you can play and gamble on, and there's so many memes of people being like fucking crashing out over Uno in casinos. I feel like I could win big. That's like the one game I would play. Like I can't do roulette. I feel like there's too many chances. There's too many things. In poker, there's too much thinking and bluffing. Right? Uno is like whatever you get handed, you get handed. That is like pure luck. And I think there's a little bit of strategy that I can play. So there we go. We're gonna see so many people going to debt. I like that casinos are adding more modern games too, because I think they're also adding Balacho, which Balacho does feel like a casino game because it is legitimately there's like cards, play, stuff like that. But Uno's like left field. It's like, whoa, what? Uno? I don't know. I wouldn't mind. I feel like maybe one game would be fun. Does that mean that this will also open up like pro Uno player? Yeah, pro Uno players. Uno doesn't even sound like a word anymore because we said it so often. Because there's pro poker players, stuff like that, pro blackjack. We're gonna have like official Uno matches. God, that's so fun. Rova, I'm coming over. I'm coming over. Yeah, can we have BTS Uno on the casino floors? Cause that's a thing. BTS Uno is a thing. Can you imagine? Oh, that would be so funny. It's like you gotta put down a Jungkook. You can't put down a V. It's a number 1, dumbass. That's all the conversations are gonna be in the casinos. Whoops, I didn't mean to put those under the symmetry tool. There we go. Rova, I'm coming over. What else is going on in the world? What are you guys doing? Anybody got plans for the week? It's still the beginning of the week, so I can ask this. There's something in me that like wants to be in a very small group, but I have a feeling that that's not going to be the case. I don't know. If it were like a dream, like if I were to like have total control over this, I would have my friend Mitsuki, because Mitsuki also auditioned. I convinced her to audition with me. Like I would, in my dream world where I had control over this, she and I would be a duo maybe, and we would I would be content with that. But I have a feeling that that's not going to be the case, and I feel like the max or the least amount of people that they're going to put us in would maybe be like 5, because 5 is sort of like the golden number for groups at this point. I'm glad we're stepping away from like these gigantic like groups, because it's so hard to keep up with them, and like line distribution also is insane. Like 17, I feel like is like crazy big, and there's even bigger groups after that. But lately, because like what Illit, right? Illit's like 5 people. I think that's like the golden number. Like not too many people, but there's like enough for you to like like somebody, you know, like at least like one person should be your bias because there's 5 to choose from. That's the strategy. I think that's the business strategy. But who knows? Like, Huntrix is a trio, right? Not today. But I don't know. I don't even think they would make soloists because this is. They say in the audition it's for like virtual idol artists, which that's sort of vague, right? Like that could be a soloist, that could be like a band, you know? Very, very vague. Honestly, the whole audition thing was very vague. Like I'll talk about this since this just happened, right? But like it's like you apply through a Google form, you put in your information, you do a video. They asked for like I say video, but really it was very open ended for what you could submit as your audition. They were like, you could put like a PDF or a drawing or like a video of you showing your talent. I'm like, PDF? What kind of what? Who's showing off a PDF? Like, why would you have to say that? Why would you say PDF? That's very weird. But yeah, it was very vague. They were also like, oh, show your face or not. They say it doesn't matter, or like in theory it shouldn't matter, right? But I think deep down we all know that it sort of matters. Even in like a virtual idol sort of thing, like your looks sort of do matter. And they were also like, you could be any age because it's virtual. And I'm like, that's also, we also know that that's not true. Because you have to be able to perform and, you know, be able to keep up with stuff like that. So obviously they're not going to accept I don't know, like an 80-year-old. So yeah, the whole thing was very vague. So I'm sort of taking everything with like a grain of salt sort of thing. But we'll see. Who knows? I didn't think that I could really be an idol until this opportunity came. So now I'm like, I'll give it my all. All right, Apple done. Just need to add the other stuff to it. But I'm like, who the hell is submitting a PDF? Why? And I was actually gonna do a little bit of rapping, but I was like, I'm not confident. I want to be a rapper and vocalist, but I think I need a few lessons first. My flow is a little off. I don't know, it's exciting, but if nothing happens, then nothing happens. You know, I'm not gonna be super upset. You could basically send anything. They were like, show us your like best talent. So you assume that's like, you know, singing, dancing kind of thing, you know, very basic stuff. Or rapping if that's also your thing. But like otherwise they weren't like, oh, give us an intro or anything like that. They were like, give us a video that's like 1 minute max and 1 GB and submit it to our Google form. And I was like, all right. But otherwise, they weren't very specific, so it was like very confusing. Mitsuki and I were like, "Oh God, do we show our faces? Like, what do we do?" They didn't give us any guidelines, so I had to look up like previous like K-pop audition videos in order to get an idea. And I was like, "Okay." I mean, I hope this is right. I'm just following what everyone else does. And I also assumed like, oh, you can't put on makeup or anything. You can't really like dress up because they want to. I assumed they would want to see you just bare face. But boy, I looked in that camera and I was like, ooh, I really wish I could put on some makeup or something, like even just a little bit of like an eyeliner or something. The first video I filmed, I sang "Don't Say You Love Me" by Jin, and I looked at that video and I was like, this is so unflattering. Like I don't think it should matter what I look like, but I want to be. I want to at least be professional. So I had to refilm it, and I also chose a different song. I ended up doing 7 by Jungkook, so we'll see how that goes. I changed it because I heard a piece of advice where you should pick a song where you don't, where you're one, you're confident in, and two, it doesn't change from head voice to chest voice, especially if you're not confident in doing that. And I was like, oh, yeah, we can't do "Don't Say You Love Me" by Jin then, because that's all that song is. I also wish they gave us outlines for song choices too. If we could like, if they could just give us a list, then I would have been set. But that was like the most, uh, that was like the most hard, the most difficult part. It was like, oh god, what song do I do? Anyway, I did it, so we'll see how it goes. Auditions ended just today, so we will see. They're like, oh, we'll contact you directly, and then you, if you pass, then you'll audition September 8 in person. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So now it's just a waiting game. Yeah, it was very interesting. I've never done this before, but I feel like I have a good idea of what should happen because I've seen videos of idols auditioning, what they look like as they audition. But I felt like this needed a little more guidance. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good that they're sort of open and more like what liberal about it. They give you a lot of freedom, but also like I wouldn't have minded a little bit of direction just to like up my chances, or to help me up my chances of being picked. Because what if I do something wrong, but they didn't tell me, or what if they're looking for something specific and they didn't tell me? Okay, looking good. Look at that. I wonder if I can get this made in real life. Then I could sort of like cosplay as my own OC. Plus, it's a cool pin. I think it's cool, at least. Oh, but this is not correct. The diamond shape's a little funky because it's not matching. These points do not match. There we go. I keep hitting my microphone. I have to like move it slightly. There we go. G-Dragon has always said that he would want to collab with Plave on something, but because that collab hasn't happened or there's no word of it, especially because Plave is on tour right now, I wonder if like maybe I don't know if it's G-Dragon's decision to do virtual idols, but I don't know. It does sort of feel like he's trying to copy. But who knows? Like like a virtual idol is not new. Like especially like there have been many virtual idols even before Plave's existence, right? So like I can't really say that, but at the same time, like there's a little bit of evidence, and also because Plave is so popular right now, it's hard for me to say that that's not a complete reason. Which that reminds me about Ayonet and what we were talking about earlier on stream, where Ayonet is a virtual idol band and they're disbanding after this last comeback. Or after their next comeback, they're disbanding, but they've completely copied the concept for Caligo Part 1. Like down to like the photos and the fonts for the album. It's like basically 1-to-1 copy. And it wouldn't have been that bad if like Ayonet didn't say so many bad things about Plave. It's like how could you say so many bad things and then blatantly copy them? And apparently this is not the first time they have copied Plave's album concepts. Yeah, but this has also opened a conversation about like plagiarism, and some of the AN fans are like, guys, like let's not like don't be mean. They're gonna disband after this, so let's just be nice. And everyone's like, no, like you shouldn't be nice because they're blatantly copying. Like who cares if it's like their last comeback? They shouldn't be plagiarizing anything. But it's weird how there's people who are like defending that, and I'm like, well, yeah, you can't just defend them just because it's their last comeback. Because plagiarism is bad, no matter who is doing it. You cannot copy someone else's like stuff. Like it's not even like the concept, right? Because you can't exactly like copy a concept because it's so vague, right? And a lot of people copy each other's concepts, but it's like down to a T. It's very similar. Okay, yay, that's done. I need to see the background real quick. Okay, let me add line weight and then... Wow, we have like 10 minutes left. I feel like we should be done after this. Maybe I can color off stream, but basically this would be done. Ooh, the line art's a little rough. Wait. I'm seeing all of these like little bits and bobs of lines not connecting. Yeah, we definitely need some lightweight in this. This is a little ugly. I don't know, I'm also excited for like even if I don't get it, I'm sort of excited for what's gonna come out. Cause I've never seen or I haven't really seen a female or an all girls group idol group. All the ones I've seen so far have been boy groups. So I wonder like why we haven't seen a girl group. I think there is one that's kind of known. I think they're called Mave, Mave. But I've never really heard anything about them until sort of recently with all the Aonit stuff. But I don't know. Maybe that could be me. Who knows? I can dream. I want to dream, but we'll see. Okay, there we go. I was just thinking about something, but I don't know if I don't know. I think what also makes Play super successful is they're just like their it's just like their what advancement in technology because I feel like when you look at some of these groups the tracking and the modeling isn't super great, but when you look at Plave it's like amazing. Like the technology, they upgrade the technology almost like every stream, every live stream, every concert. Like they just look better and better, which is great, right? But I don't think you should judge off that. That's like VTubers, right? Like you like just because like a person has like a really beautiful model, that doesn't make them any better than let's say what Kenji, who uses like like a derpy ass little gremlin character, right? So it's not like well that is a factor. Well, I believe that that is a factor. I don't think you can solely judge like idol groups based on that or virtual idol groups based on that because that's just not fair. But that is sort of a factor. I don't know. I feel like you can't really deny it, but at the same time, it's like that shouldn't be the sole reason. I hope you get it if it's something you want. I mean, I think I could do it. There is something in me like I've never really thought about it in depth before, but there has been like this little voice in the back of my mind that's like, oh, you could be an idol. I mean, you like to sing, and you like that sort of culture, so you could. You could. I think I could do it if I wanted to, but I've never had the opportunity. So the fact that this has popped up, I'm like, huh. This could be, why not? Like, what would it hurt to like just like what audition? Like, I think it will do no harm. If I don't get it, then I don't get it. I just go back to like normal life, right? But if I get it, then that's amazing. Who knows? Because even after this audition, I still have to get past like in real life auditions, and then you have to sort of stick with it for 3 years. And who knows? You might not even debut because that's not up to you, right? And even when you debut, who says that you're gonna be popular, kind of thing? You could like disband. Who knows? Is this Stray Kids? Oh yeah, I'm right. I can immediately like tell Felix's voice. I mean, when I heard him, I was like, Stray Kids? I also know nothing about Stray Kids. The only person I really know is Felix. Yeah, because his voice is just so deep. His face really cute, but then when he opens his mouth, it's like, oh my god, I did not know your voice would sound like that. That's crazy. Him and Bang, yeah, him and Bang Chan. That's right. Those are the only people I know from Stray Kids. I feel like most knowledge that I have on other groups is from the internet. Unless I really put in the effort to learn about them, the my base knowledge is solely from what I've seen on the internet. So it's like funny clips, and obviously, if you know, if the clips are mostly of this one person, then I'm that's the only person I'm gonna really know. I'm surprised there's no Blackpink, but there was Lisa, I guess. Okay, this is the last song in the playlist. So when the playlist loops around, we will end stream and say bye bye. Okay, that looks pretty good, pretty spiffy. I feel like there was people in chat that watched Resident Alien, right? And I think I mentioned this before, but my mom was really into Resident Alien, and it just recently ended, right? And it's actually she's actually kind of sad about it because I asked her, I was like, "What are you gonna watch next?" And she was like, "I don't know, I don't know." Well, she had her qualms about it. She was like, some episodes were like really good, but some episodes were just kind of stupid, like kind of fillery. She didn't say that, but that's what I'm chalking it up to. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes with her, and I was like, like some parts were kind of funny, but I felt like the writing kind of stretched some things, or like we're really trying to reach for like a comedic effect, and it didn't really land. I think Alan Tudyk was really good. Like, but Alan Tudyk is like just a great actor. Period. He's voiced so many characters. He's like a great voice actor. He has so much range. So I liked him but I feel like some of the writing was okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm always I don't watch a lot of TV, but I still think about Poker Face. Even though it's been like months since the last episode came out and season 3 has not been coming out yet, but I still see ads for it, which is funny. But I love Poker Face. That's such a good murder mystery kind of thing, and there's so many like they twist it too. Okay, well that is the end. We have reached the end of the playlist, so I mean we got a lot done, I think. Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm downplaying it a little bit, but that's just what I do. We did a lot. We finished the base rep, and I just gotta finish the details, and I gotta compile it together in a full rep. This isn't the last rep that I have to do with this character because I have to show off what he looks like without his jacket on and show like the back of his belt and stuff like that. So we'll get to that when we get to that. Also, I forgot I need to add I like to add like these white outlines to sort of accentuate some of the parts that get kind of dark. So I also need to do that, but I will do that off stream. So let's see. Next time I will see you guys will be Thursday for Zenless. Fun. We're gonna continue with the epilogue, and then Sunday will be art again, and hopefully we'll be working on a different character sheet. Just because I kind of want to take a break from drawing this guy. Not that I have any problems with drawing him, but I just want to draw the other character, his boyfriend, you can say. So yeah, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your nights. I will see you guys then. Stay healthy, stay safe, eat well, sleep well. Have a great rest of your nights, and yeah, bye. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.